Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Megan Fox here, and today I am bringing you a video that's very different from anything else I've ever put out on my channel, but nonetheless I feel like it really fits in with the content that I put out here on Megan Fox Unlocked. I've been having a lot of discussions with you guys in my DMs on Instagram lately, just about productivity and trying to get it all done. If you're new to my channel, I am a mom of two and under. I'm a Mennonite. I live in Lancaster County, Pennsylvania, and life is busy for me as well as for you too, I'm sure. And so we were just discussing all these different things, and I thought, you know what? I don't feel like I have anything earth-shattering to share with you guys, but I do something a little bit differently than a lot of people, and that is I like to think of the first of every month as a brand new year, kind of like Happy New Month instead of Happy New Year. And I will take a lifestyle choice or a lifestyle habit and try to implement that into my life for the next month. I love the segment of a month. 30 days I feel is like a perfect time to not feel overwhelmed, to keep things fun and fresh, but also to give you enough time to create that habit. And I thought rather than sitting down and explaining to you how it works, I would just take my camera with me for the whole month and just show you guys how I do it. So I'm not here to necessarily teach you anything, but just to show you what I do, and maybe I can inspire you guys to try this in your life. I know the new month has already started, but don't let that stop you. You can still start today. So maybe you can take some of these ideas into July with you, or even August or September. So let me show you how I implement the Happy New Month method, I guess I'll call it. I don't know, I invented this myself, but I think it is an old principle that a lot of people implement. Anyway, before we get into the video, I just wanted to invite you to subscribe if you've been coming to my channel and just haven't done it yet. I would love it if you did. Also hit the thumbs up button if at any point you like this video. And let's just get into it. Okay, so it is the next morning. I am started on my new agenda. Yes, I made myself a pretty schedule here. I love a good printable. Anyway, so I'm just gonna go over the major things that I decided to tweak and change, and maybe this will give you guys some inspiration. Like, really just organize your life a little bit. This all comes from the idea that, you know, I have a job. This is my profession. I'm not only a mom, but I'm also a housekeeper. And then I also, which those are two separate things, guys. And then I'm also a YouTuber on the side as well. It's like 20 hours a week. So I have those three things to juggle, plus family time, you know, time with my husband, that kind of thing. So, is this lighting bad? Let me move. Is that a little better? Anyway, so I want to be really intentional with my time and not just take things haphazardly. So I know not every day is going to go exactly as planned, but at least I'm going into my weeks, you know, with some intention. And I love that about being a mom and a housekeeper. I'm my own boss. It's like the best thing. Anyway, so the things that I have majorly changed is that I want to spend more time outside. I have to budget my time better and take away something else. And I decided I'm going to take away housework. What, Megan? No, you can't take away housework. That's right, I have to do housework. Like, I have a lot to do. This house is much bigger than I've been used to. I have kids that make messes. Anyway, so my goal is to do housework only 2 hours a day. Yes, you heard that right. That seems crazy, but I have a friend who's been doing it. She has 2 kids as well. Her house is about the same size as mine, so I know it's possible. And I used to do this back before I had kids, so I wanna be intentional like that again. So I have 2 hours a day that I'm gonna work on house stuff from like 9:30 to 11:30. And then I also built in a 10-minute tidy up right before nap time, where I would just fly around, you know, huffing and puffing, clean up stuff, make Evonnie help me. We'll just get as much done as we can in 10 minutes, be super productive. And then I also built in a power half hour after supper. I've been noticing that I really get sucked into housework after supper, and then I'm kind of grouchy, like the kids are outside, Josh is outside, and I have to be inside doing housework and stuff, and I don't want to do it, and it makes me resent my job a little bit, and I don't like it. And it's not anybody else's fault, it's mine that I wasn't being productive earlier in the day. So I just have, I know it's unrealistic to say I'm not gonna do any housework after supper, but if I just have a power half hour built in there where I just like, okay, 30 minutes, whatever I can get done, that's what I can get done, and just leave the rest, it'll force me to prioritize, and hopefully it'll add some more family time and outdoor time into my life. Also, to help me with staying on my cleaning schedule, I have daily themes, and I already kind of do this, and I think I will enjoy it. By the way, if you are new to my channel, maybe you don't know this, but I do laundry every day, so I don't have that scheduled in. It takes me 10 to 15 minutes. Put the laundry in the washer in the evening, and then in the morning, put it in the dryer, and then I fold it right before nap time. So that's like in here already, I'm used to that. But my daily themes are Monday, I'll do meal prep. Tuesday, I will tidy up the laundry, clean the laundry or whatever, and the car. And some weeks it's gonna be, you know, a lot messier than others. But if I have it on the schedule every week, it will hopefully not get too bad. And then Wednesday will be the upstairs. If I clean it on Wednesday, it's bound to be dirty or like untidy by the weekend. But so if guests come on the weekend and my upstairs is kind of a wreck, they're not gonna know, they don't go up there. They can use the bathroom downstairs, it's fine. So I'm not gonna put that pressure on myself. Thursday, I will tidy the basement. Friday, groceries. I'm not gonna worry about cleaning too much that day because that's when I go for my groceries. And then Saturday, I'll do the downstairs, powder room, sun porch, water the plants, all that stuff. So it's ready to go if we have company. And this can be flexible, but I know that it really works for me to have a goal for the day. And then I will have also with that the 2 hours of project time that I call it in the mornings from 9:30 to 11:30. So we will see how realistic this is. I will evaluate it after a week, but I'm hoping if I have treat this like a job and these are my set, I have very set office hours from 2 to 5. I'm in my office doing YouTube stuff and that's like a non-negotiable. So I'm hoping I can have that same outlook with housework. This is the time you have to do housework, and if it's not done, you're not gonna do housework during family time, or I never do housework during my office hours. So I'm thinking if I just am strict with myself, then I'll just have to be more productive, and I also, I'll just have to make it work. And we'll see how it goes. I'm taking you along with me for this, and we'll see how it goes. And if you think I'm being super militant, I'm sorry, but this is just me, and I love to focus on, I have a real job, guys. This is a real job, being a mom, a housekeeper. Yeah, I'm my own boss, and so I wanna be productive. I just wanna live my best life. Anyway, another major change I made was that I am going to go to bed at 10 instead of 10:30. Doesn't sound very major, I guess, but I've been going to bed at 10:30. That's usually when Josh goes to bed, sometimes even later than that, and I just can't do that. He can do it, I can't. I am just like a bear in the morning. He gets to bed at 10:30, gets up at 5. I need a solid 8.5 hours of sleep at least. I mean, right now I don't have a newborn, so. Anyway, I plan to go to bed at 10, and then this morning I woke up, first day, and I thought about my schedule that I had planned last night, and I remembered I have devotions outside for my first order of the day. I'm like, are you kidding me? I almost literally laughed laying in bed. Megan, what were you thinking? I was not gonna do it. And then I'm like, no, I'm gonna at least try it. So I peeled myself out of bed, I got my water, I sat on the porch, and speaking of water, I'm thirsty. I sat on the porch with my blanket and I did the YouVersion Bible app. I'm doing one that Amy Darley put out on her Instagram, and I really liked it. It was thoughtful, it was short, and I really actually loved the outdoor aspect. It woke me up. I loved it. I really loved it. I think I'm gonna actually start looking forward to that a little bit more if I can get myself out of bed. And if it's a rainy day, I'll sit in the sun porch. It's practically like I'm outdoors, right? So I'm excited about that little tweak in my schedule. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, so I hope with being intentional like this, I will have more time to do the things that I love. And yeah, I get one life to live. I'm only gonna have 2 kids for, a certain amount of my life, and 2 young kids, and I wanna just live my best life while I can and enjoy it. I am the designer of my own life, right? And I know this is ideal, and we will find out as I go along how realistic my goals really are, but I'm hoping this video is helpful for you guys, so let's go. Goodness, you can tell it's raining outside. My hair is nuts. And it's technically the 2nd Friday of the month, and I can just tell you right now, I'm so glad that I made Fridays be grocery day. It seemed really weird to only have groceries on the list for Friday, but it's working out so nice because groceries also means meal planning, and it also means cleaning out the fridge, organizing the food, and going for the groceries, which is quite the ordeal. It actually went really good today because Josh was able to be at home. This week was crazy, guys. I did stick to my schedule. It worked out really well, actually. It wasn't like I was actually even trying to stick to my new routine. It actually really helped. I was so glad that I had decided to get on the ball. But Josh has been working so many late evenings just with rain coming, and he was doing a roof, and the one place was really far down south, so he didn't want to drive back for just a couple hours the next day, so he worked late that day. Last night he was out mowing till way late, and I took the kids over to mom and we swang and stuff like that on the swang, whatever. So yeah, today worked out really nice. Since he worked so hard all week and today's a rainy day, he's at home doing bookwork, so I was able to go out by myself, no kids, just me and my mask. So Fridays have been really nice, and I highly recommend if you're gonna try this for yourself, make yourself a grocery day too. It doesn't have to be Fridays. It can be any day that you really choose to, but it's super, super nice. I was also able to stop at my P.O. box, and there was a couple little gifts and notes from some of you guys, and I just wanted to share with you the one thing. The Stolzfus sisters sent me a little note, and they sent me some Strong Tower coffee, and here it is. This is from El Salvador. It's a medium roast. If I can find any information, I'll put it down below. But apparently their roastery is really close here. It's like an Amish country, and their last name sounds like an Amish name, so I don't know if they're Amish or were Amish. But yeah, so I haven't tried the coffee beans yet. These are whole medium roast coffee beans, and that's perfect for what we like. I'll probably ground them coarsely so I can use them in my cold brew. And they also sent me some chocolate. It's called espresso chocolate. Looks like there's actual coffee in the chocolate. Sorry, I'm really dark. I look like I have a bib on too. Nope, just the mask. I need to take it off. Yeah, so if you want it looks like they support a children's home in El Salvador, or imported gourmet coffee from El Salvador to sustain and support a Christian children's home. Okay, so it doesn't say where the children's home is, but what a worthy cause. That's awesome. Yeah, so if we like it, maybe we'll have to make more orders. So I was explaining how I wanted to do just like a power half hour after supper, and then the rest of the time could be family time. And it's kind of really hard actually. I feel like the day gets away from me sometimes. I just have stuff I want to do, but I'm trying to stick to it. I know it's good, and it really doesn't like make the next day that much more like hectic or anything anyway. But I am learning that you can do family time and chores at the same time. So after we just had supper here, before I cleaned the kitchen all up, it was a mess. Me and Evonnie here are making some triple berry scones. I found a recipe online. I can link it below. And so yeah, we're just spending some time cooking, and it's like something on my to-do list, but it's also like fun. Like we both like to cook, right? Do you like to cook? Yeah. Do you like to bake?
Yeah.
Yeah?
My ponytails are wet.
Your ponytails are wet?
Yeah.
Oh. Can you tell everybody what we're making?
I'm making
Nice and loud.
No.
You don't know? Say we're making berry scones.
I'm making berry stones.
We're making berry scones. Sounds like stones. But yeah, anyway. So that's what we're working on right now, and it counts as work, but it also counts as family time. Are you having fun with your whisk? Yeah, anyway, back to it. Here, Fletcher, why don't you go over with Daddy? Okay, now we're gonna pour the wet stuff into this dry stuff here, okay? So you ready to do it?
Yeah.
Go ahead, pour it slowly in. Don't spill a drop. No, this. Pour the wet stuff into there. Yep, can you get it in there?
You like them? They're so chilly.
Okay, definitely not recommending this recipe. They were in the oven. They're supposed to be in the oven for 15 to 18 minutes. I had them in for like 50 minutes. The dough was like so dry and crumbly. I could hardly even shape it into the triangles. And now like it's just like puddly. I don't know, like the frozen berries made all kinds of water in it. It said to use frozen berries, not fresh. It actually recommended frozen. So I don't know what I did wrong, but I don't know. We'll see if they firm up a little bit as they sit here, and then I have some glaze to put on them yet, but what a disappointment. They taste amazing. I thought the whole point of scones is they look fancy and pretty and, you know, look like you tried. Oh well. You can't have everything go 100% like you want it to. Hey, Megan here, just popping in quickly to remind you to subscribe if you want to, and also hit the thumbs up button. And also please drop down below any more helpful videos that I can make for you guys. I love when my videos are not only fun, but can also be a source of inspiration. I just love when I watch a YouTube video and I feel totally inspired to try something new or to just continue doing something better. So I want my channel to be a place like that as well. So yeah, go ahead and let me know down below if there's something else you'd like to see from me. You want me to draw something for you? So I'm sitting out here in the sun. It is like 1:32. I know I have to get up and do the laundry and my 10-minute tidy up. I don't feel like it. That's the one thing about having this like relaxing time. It's like you don't feel like getting up. But I really do enjoy it. Like it's something to look forward to after a walk or whatever. So yeah. Are you having fun, Fletcher? Yeah. Who do you see? Oh man, it's a beautiful day. Anyway, 10-minute tidy up. Here we go. No, Isaiah's not in this book, and it's a different Becca. The Long Journey to Riverboro. One warm day in May, Jeremiah Cobb was driving the stagecoach along the dusty road from Maplewood to Riverboro. I've been really conscious lately, not just this month, but for the last while, to make sure I have some dedicated reading time before nap time in the afternoon. And I had been reading some cardboard kids books downstairs to the kids, so Fletcher did get something more on his level. But here Evonnie had wanted me to read a chapter book, so I started reading with her the Rebecca of Sunnybrook Farm book that has a picture on every page. And you'll notice here that Fletcher did not sit for it, but I was told by someone that it's okay. You shouldn't force toddlers to sit and read a book with you if they're not feeling it. You don't want it to be like a punishment or like something that they dread. So just hearing the book and like listening to the words while they're in the room is really good enough at this point. Let me know if you've heard that before or how you implement reading into a very young kid's life. My son is not quite a year and 3 months old, so sometimes reading looks a little chaotic, right like this. Okay, so it's actually the beginning of a new month, so this is where I like to look back on the last month and see what worked, what didn't, what I want to repeat and try again, and what just did not work for me, and I just want to forget that I ever did it. I do try to be really intentional about my time, and I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just my personality, I find it kind of fun. So, thoughts, the 10-minute tidy up, loved it. It worked with my style of how I like to work, and I found that I got a lot more done in those 10 minutes than I would in a much bigger time. So keeping that for sure. 2, the daily themes, I really liked it. I was not able to stay on every day. Like with cleaning the car on Tuesday and doing the basement on Fridays and whatever I had planned. I wasn't always able to stick to the theme 100%, but I did like to have that in the back of my head. But at the end of the day, I still want to end up cleaning what I see is cluttery and what needs it, obviously. I'm not just going to leave mess there that's bothering me. But I will carry that on into this next month here because I feel like if I don't know what to do, if I'm at a loss, I'll be like, oh yeah, down in the basement, time to do the basement today or whatever. Sitting on the front porch, I feel like I had a love-hate relationship with it. I loved it once I was down there, but I just, to get myself out of bed to go down there and do that was not fun. I'd rather just roll over and plop here on my chair and start editing like I used to. But I do think it was good for me, and I did really love like the fresh air and just like, I don't know, it cleared my mind a little bit before I jumped right into work, at 6:30 in the morning. So I probably will do that, but not super religiously. I'll just do it when I actually feel like it, which, or when the days are nice. And it's getting really hot here in Pennsylvania. So I have a feeling some of the best hours are going to be in the morning time. As far as going to bed at 10 o'clock, that was definitely a positive change. I'm going to continue that for sure. But the final thing was the power half hour I planned on doing, after supper, and then I was gonna do no more work and just hang out with the family and stuff. I feel like we did not, this past month has been crazy. It wasn't a great time to implement something like that in the evening because half the time I'd be running errands because I couldn't take the kids to the store with me, or Josh would have to go check a job or something, and it was just a lot of tag teaming and yeah, it wasn't as relaxing as I would like it to be. It was a great thought and a romantic notion, but it just doesn't work out for this stage in life. And I guess that's okay. I really wish it did. I'm still gonna keep thinking about my evening. You guys I keep asking for an evening routine. Maybe I'll have to show you it sometime. For this coming month, I'm actually gonna be running a mile every evening and seeing if I can better my score. It only takes 7-8 minutes to run a mile. So yeah, I can easily budget that in, and I can do it while I can put the kids to bed at 8 and it's still light out, and I can go do it and get it done and come back and shower. I'm actually 2 days into this month, so I'm actually really liking it, but it's only 2 days, so yeah, whatever. Also, I'm trying the intermittent fasting thing 5 days a week this month, so we'll see how that goes. You guys have to ask me about that. I don't know. So far, I'm trying not to eat till lunchtime, so that 10, 11 o'clock that increment in there is really hard, especially if I'm at home. I just want to open the fridge and eat. Overall, I would definitely call this month a success. I have been able to spend more time outside, and that was my biggest goal. And I know that didn't happen by accident. It was because I was trying to be strategic. And so for this coming month, since I implemented a lot of new strategies this past month, I'm definitely not going to add too much to it. I'm just doing the whole intermittent fasting thing and trying to run a mile every evening. Other than that, I'm just going to keep everything the same because I do want to keep trying to implement that whole like be with the family more in the evenings. All that stuff from last month was really good. I just want to keep trying to work on that this month, so I don't want to add too many new things to it. And so yeah, you just kind of have to do, if you're going to try this method too, just to have like a happy new month every month, yeah, you just totally do what you do. You make the rules yourself, good grief. And some of us like don't really like the rules and stuff, and that's completely fine. But I just wanted to share how I try to live my life a little more intentionally and trying to work out some of the kinks, because I'm going to be a mom and a housekeeper for a long time. I might as well figure it out now rather than later. So I hope this video is motivational for you or gave you something to think about, maybe a different way of looking at your life just by month increments. And yeah, even Mondays can be a happy new Monday. You know, the Bible says that his mercies are new every morning, so you can totally reset every day if you want. But I just find by looking at a manageable chunk of time, like a month, and having a short-term goal, it just really makes me feel like I'm getting a lot done and improving my life for the better. So I've shared my experiences with you guys, so I'd love to see your efforts as well. So I would love to know if you decide to implement this coming month. Please let me know down below in the comments what your goal is, and also share with me on your Instagram story. Tag me at meganfoxunlocked. I would love to see like all your guys' improvements and efforts. I always love seeing what you guys are up to and if I inspired any positive changes. So yeah, let me know. If you create one good lifestyle habit every single month, think about how many improvements you're gonna have over your lifetime if you're intentionally making small changes every single month. Thank you all for watching, love you so much, and I'll see you over in one of these two videos. Bye everybody.